Yes, hi everyone. So, welcome back to Power Electronic Control of Drives online series. Yes, now we are in third unit that is control of DC motors by choppers. Control of DC motors by chopper. Okay. Yes, now you may have the doubt. Yes, why chopper? Because already we control the speed of DC motor by using rectifiers. Then why choppers? Yes, why chopper? Why choppers? To control the speed of DC motors? Because they have the advantages. What are the advantages? In the sense efficiency is high, the flexibility is there in the control, and weight also very less. As the weight is less, the size also very small, and a quick response, regeneration down to very low speeds. So like that we have the advantages with the chopper. And when this chopper is compared with the control rectifier, it is having the advantage as high frequency ripple in output voltage. Armature losses are very less because of less ripple in armature current, and even the derating factor of the motor is low, and discontinuation conduction is very less. That is, the region of discontinuation conduction is less, and speed regulation is improved, and transient response is also better. And with the SCRs, so here we may have the chopping frequency from 300 to 600 hertz, and with the transistors the frequencies goes up to 20 kilohertz. And if I use IGBT and MOSFET, the frequency is greater than 20 kilohertz and can go up to 100 kilohertz also. So that is the reason. So I am going to the choppers to control the speed of DC motor. So that is the reason. So nowadays in the traction and many industries are using the speed control of DC motors by using the choppers, which is also called DC DC converter. Yes, DC DC converter. So now let us we see what is the basic circuit of the chopper. Yes, basic circuit of chopper. Yes, let me take the basic circuit of chopper like this. So here I am placing the switch in the place of the either SCR or IGBT or transistor MOSFET like that. Okay, this is freewheeling diode. Inductor. Yes, here we have the motor. This motor is either separately excited motor or self excited motor. Yes, let me take this voltage is Vs, it is switch, it is freewheeling diode, it is inductance. So here the input voltage which is given to the armature motor is like this. Okay, so here if suppose if I place the SCR in the place of switch. Yes, when I place SCR like this. Yes, here we can observe that the anode of the SCR is positive with respect to the cathode always, because as this is the DC voltage, this DC voltage never be changes. Is it changed any place? No, it cannot be changed. So therefore what we can say, anode of the SCR or anode terminal of the SCR is positive with respect to the cathode always. So hence when we can turn on the SCR always in the forward blocking mode only. SCR always in the forward blocking mode. Then how we can turn off the SCR? As you tell me, how we can turn off the SCR? To turn off the SCR, so here I am taking the inductance and freewheeling diode. Inductance and freewheeling diode. What is the use of inductance? Here the use of inductance is whenever the current is passing through the inductance, inductor stores the energy. Whenever energy stored by the inductor is maximum, then immediately inductor discharges its energy. Immediately inductor discharges in its energy. While inductor is discharging its energy, so it acts as the source. It acts as the source. That means it can change its terminal, it can change its polarities, change its polarities. So when the polarities of the inductor is reversed, immediately the freewheeling diode will be forward bias. Freewheeling diode will be forward. Whenever the freewheeling diode is forward bias, we can observe that in the circuit the source is disconnected from the motor, hence only the current will be circulated through the freewheeling diode, that is the current will be circulated like this. Current is circulated in this fashion. So that is how whenever the current passing through the SCR is 0, obviously the SCR is turn off. So this is how we have the process. Let us see that process in detail now. Okay. So first what we have to do now? We have to turn on the SCR. We have to turn on the SCR, and turn off the SCR is not in our hand. That can be decided by the inductor only. That will be decided by the inductor only. Yes, first. Yes, all of you draw this circuit. I hope all of you drawn this circuit. Yeah, the first one is when switch is turned on. S is on. S is on. S is on in the sense S will act as short circuit. S will act as short circuit. Yes, as S is acting as short circuit, so here I have the diagram like this. This will be short circuit, and here it is freewheeling diode DF, and here this is inductor, and this will be motor. It is motor like this. Yes. Now when the source is connected in this fashion, yes, when the source is connected in this fashion, then what happen? The terminals are, this is positive, this will be negative. That means this is negative, this is positive. That means this is positive and this will be negative. Okay, and moreover for motor also it is positive, it is negative. So hence what about VA? For VA also it is negative, it is positive like this. Okay, so we know that the diode is forward bias when anode is positive. That means if we take diode like this, it is anode and this is cathode. Whenever the anode is positive, cathode is negative, then diode will be forward bias. Forward biased diode will act as the short circuit in ideal case. Forward biased diode will be act as short circuit in ideal case. So now you see, so here the diode anode terminal is not positive, it is negative. Therefore the diode will be reverse bias. The diode is reverse bias, and hence reverse biased diode will act as the open circuit. Reverse biased diode will act as the open circuit. So therefore here I can draw I can replace the diode with freewheeling diode, sorry, with the open circuit. Yeah, it is open circuit. When S is on, the diode DF is open circuit. Why it is open circuit? In the sense I have given the clarification. So then how the current will flow in the circuit? I naught or IA flows as, it will start from Vs, then it will go to switch, yes, next this will go to L, because here the open circuit is there, therefore it cannot flows through the freewheeling diode, L. Next L to motor, and motor to Vs again. Yes, this is the path of current. And here you need to observe the two things. The first one is the action of inductor, and second one is action of motor. Action of inductor and action of motor. Yes, here what is the action of inductor? Yes, you tell me, what is action of inductor? Yes, here inductor is there like this. This voltage terminals are in this fashion, and here the current is flowing like this. Thus, when the current is flowing through the inductor from positive potential terminal to the negative potential terminal, then inductor will act as the passive element. Inductor act as the passive. So, passive element in the sense, what the inductor will do? Inductor takes the energy and it stores the energy. It stores the energy. So, this is the first point you need to remember for the action of the inductor. What is the first point? As the current flows from positive potential terminal to the negative potential terminal of the inductor, so the inductor acts as passive element. So, hence it starts to stores the energy. It starts to stores the energy. Yes. Next, second one is, this is the first one, and second one is now we know the basic property of inductor. What is that? In the sense, inductor never allows the sudden change in current. Inductor never allows the sudden change in current. So, it never allows sudden change in current in the sense, how it allows the current? It allows the current in gradually. Therefore, as the current passing through the current passing through the inductor increases, as the current passing through the inductor increases, we know that energy stored by the inductor is half Li square. Energy stored by the inductor is half Li square. As I is increasing, energy stored by the inductor is also increased. Energy stored by the inductor is also increased. Okay. Yeah, this is the second point. Yes, what is the first point? Yes, what is the first point? As the current is passing through the inductor from positive potential terminal to the negative potential terminal, the inductor acts as the passive element. Yes, passive element in the sense, inductor, yes, inductor stores the energy in the form of magnetic field. In the form of magnetic field. Next, second point is, the inductor, the property of inductor is, it never allows the sudden change in current. It never allows the sudden change in current. This sudden change in current will be opposed by the inductor. Therefore, inductor allows the current gradually. Inductor allows the current gradually, and we know that the energy stored by the inductor is half Li square. The energy stored by the inductor is half Li square. When the value of I is increases, obviously energy storing is also increased. Energy storing is also increases. Yes, energy storing is also increased. As energy storing is increases, the next third point is, when energy stored by the inductor is maximum, then immediately inductor starts to discharge its energy. Immediately, there is no delay. If delay is there in the sense, again the energy is increases. So, hence, when energy stored by the inductor is maximum, that is I is maximum, immediately inductor starts to discharges its energy. Inductor starts to discharges its energy. So this will happen. So during the when the switch is turned on, when inductor starts to discharging its energy, then what happen? Yes, then what happen? Inductor act as the source. Inductor act as the source. So this is when switch is on. Yes, next second mode is when switch is off. S is off. S is off in the sense we need to turn off the switch with the help of freewheeling diode and inductor. Yes, how it is in the sense the switch is on already. This is freewheeling diode DF. It is inductor and this will be motor. It is motor. Yes, just you listen carefully. In previous case, inductor stores the energy. That means the potential terminals are positive, negative. The current flows in this fashion. Here also it is negative. It is positive. Sorry, it is positive. It is negative. And moreover, the switch is the switch is short circuit. Okay. Now what happened? Inductor discharging energy. L starts discharges its energy. L starts discharges its energy. While discharging its energy, inductor act as the source. As I told you, inductor act as the source. Yes, inductor act as the source in the sense its potential terminals are changes. So how it is? This will be positive and this will be negative, but there is no change in the direction of current. Yes, here you should remember that there is no change in the direction of current because the current never be reversed. The current never reverse. There is no change in the direction of current. There is no change in the direction of current. So hence the current will be flows in the same direction. Current is flowing in the same direction. Okay. So as the inductor is the source, that means let us we assume this is the current source like this. Here the potential terminals are in this fashion. So hence the load terminals are also in this like this. It is changes. So hence what we can say? Yeah, that is so that means sorry. So what the inductor will do in the sense inductor made the freewheeling diode anode terminal positive and cathode terminal negative. Whenever the freewheeling diode anode terminal positive and cathode terminal negative, immediately freewheeling diode will be forward bias. When freewheeling diode is forward bias, it acts as the short circuit. Then how current flows in the circuit? The current flows from inductor motor DF like this. Inductor. So who is the source for the inductor? Who is the source for the current? The source for the current in this case is inductor only. Up to how much inductor act as the source for the current? Up to how much duration inductor act as source for the current? Yes. That is based on the energy stored by the inductor. When energy stored by the inductor is minimum or 0, then obviously armature current will be 0. Yes, that you have to note. Okay. Yes. Now when switch is off, so in the second mode what happened? Inductor starts to discharge its energy. While inductor discharging its energy, the current passing through the inductor cannot be changed, but the potential terminals are reversed. So due to the potential terminals, so the freewheeling diode anode terminal is positive. Whenever the freewheeling diode anode terminal is positive, immediately the freewheeling diode is forward bias. Freewheeling diode is forward. When freewheeling diode is forward bias, so then current flows through inductor. Yes, what is the path of current? Inductor, motor, freewheeling diode and inductor again. Okay, that means it cannot flow through the switch. It cannot flow through the switch. Hence, we can say the current flows through the switch is 0. Current flows through the switch is 0. When the current flows through switch is 0, obviously the inductor is obviously the switch is open circuit or the switch is turn off, which is open circuit or the switch is turn off. Okay, and now this is in the aspect of current. Yes, now let us we see in the aspect of voltage. And moreover, here what happened? What happened? Tell me. The motor in the first case used to take the armature current. In the second case also motor used to take the armature current. Is it right? Yes, motor is taking the armature current. But what happened to the armature voltage? Yeah, this is armature voltage. In the mode 2, armature voltage is voltage across freewheeling diode. See carefully, the armature voltage or input voltage to the motor, that is same as, that is very similar to, as you tell me, that is very similar to, same as, that is very similar to freewheeling diode voltage. What is freewheeling diode voltage? The freewheeling diode is short circuit now, so hence the freewheeling diode voltage is equal to 0. Freewheeling diode voltage is equal to 0. But when the switch is turned on, VA is equal to Vs only. VA is equal to Vs only. So now let me draw the diagrams. Let me draw the waveforms. Yes, that is, the first one is when switch is on. Let me take the duration as T on. When switch is on during the time T on. Yes, during the time T on. Then what is input voltage? Vs is Vs only. Vs is Vs only. And what is Va? Va is also Vs only. And what is Ia? Ia is increased from 0 to maximum. 0 to maximum. Okay, just to take this. It is very helpful while we are drawing the waveforms. Yeah, is it over? Yes, the next one is when switches turn off, that is during the turn off period. During T off. During turn off. Yes, what is Vs here? Vs is equal to Vs only. And Va is equal to 0. But Ia is equal to, it is decreased from maximum to 0. It is decreased from maximum to 0. Okay. Now, shall we draw the graph for that, waveforms for that? Yes, let me draw. Draw neatly. This is T on. And here let me take T, that is T is equal to T on plus T off. Next, this will be T plus T on, and here it is 2T. Okay. Yes, first I am going to draw. This is Vs and here it is Va. Let it is Ia. On the x-axis it is time. Okay. And we know that during the turn on T on, what is Vs? Yeah, Vs cannot be changed, it is constant. Yes, this its magnitude is Vs only, input voltage. Next, from during the T on, what is Va? It is Vs. And what is Ia? It is increases from 0 to maximum, like this. Okay. Next, during the turn off, Va is 0. Va is 0. Then what about Ia? Decreases from maximum to 0. Again the same thing is repeated. Yes, like this. Yes, this entire operation is the basic chopper. Whatever I have taken, that chopper is one quadrant chopper, or which is also called as step down chopper, or class A chopper, or type A chopper. So till now we have seen step down chopper or class A chopper, or tell me, or one quadrant chopper. It's one quadrant chopper. So now let us we see the equations. Equations. Yes. Yeah, the first one is, what is average output voltage? Yes, output voltage waveform in the sense it is like this. It is Va T T on T T plus T on. Okay, this amplitude is Vs only. So hence what is average output voltage equation? Va is equal to 1 by T, time period is T, integral 0 to T, in the sense from 0 to T on only we have Vs. From T on to T it is 0 only. Therefore 0 to T on, its magnitude is Vs into dt. Yes, Vs into dt. Yes, here we know that Vs is constant irrespective of the time. So hence Vs by T into T. The limits are 0 to T on. 0 to T on. Or we can also write this as Va is equal to, yes, Va is equal to T on by T into Vs. T on by T into Vs. So where T is, yes, where T is T on plus T off into Vs. So this T on by T is also called gamma, which is duty ratio. Duty ratio or duty cycle. Gamma is duty ratio or duty cycle. So therefore finally I can write Va is equal to gamma into Vs. gamma into Vs. Okay. If suppose the turn on time is 0, T on is equal to 0, then what is gamma? Gamma is also 0. Gamma is also 0. Gamma is equal to 0 in the sense average output voltage is 0. Average output voltage is 0. This is the minimum. This is very minimum. Next, if suppose T off is equal to 0, that is if T off is equal to 0, then what is gamma? Gamma is equal to T on by T on, which is equal to 1. T on by T on, which is equal to 1. Yes, which is equal to 1 in the sense, yes, here we can write when gamma is equal to 1, Va is equal to Vs only. Va is equal to Vs only. Okay, so this we have the variation in the output voltage from 0 to Vs. As the maximum output voltage is Vs and the minimum output voltage is 0, and it never gives the output voltage more than the input voltage, hence this chopper is step down chopper. Step down chopper. Okay, suppose for example, if this motor is if this chopper is connected to the motor, so that motor is separately excited motor. As let me take the motor is separately excited motor or shunt motor. Shunt motor. Now what are the equations? Yeah, the equations are given by torque tau. So first we will take Eb is equal to Va minus Ia into Ra. Va minus Ia into Ra, and we know that Eb is Ka pi into omega. This is equal to Va minus armature current in the sense tau by Ka pi into Ra. Okay. Hence here I can write this equation for speed as omega is equal to Va by Ka pi minus Ra by Ka pi whole square into torque tau. Yes, from this equation what you say? It is very similar to the equation which we have seen in the case of rectifier, but here you need to substitute the value of Va from the chopper output voltage, that is omega is equal to, what is chopper output voltage? Chopper output voltage gamma into Vs. The remaining thing is same, divided by Ka pi minus Ra by Ka pi whole square into torque tau. Okay. Now the speed is maximum when torque is equal to 0. That is, maximum speed is given by omega max is equal to gamma Vs by Ka pi. Yes, it is happen when torque tau is equal to 0. When torque tau is equal to 0, omega max is equal to gamma Vs by Ka pi. So here Vs is constant, K is constant, pi is also constant. So hence we can write omega max is directly proportional to gamma. Omega max is directly proportional to gamma. Okay. As gamma is changes, omega max is also change. When gamma is equal to 0, maximum speed is 0. When gamma is equal to 1, maximum speed is 1, like that. Maximum like. So hence, if you see the torque speed characteristics, this is torque speed. This will be in this fashion. This is for gamma 1. This is for gamma 2. And here it is for gamma 3. And here we should know that gamma 1 is greater than gamma 2 is greater than gamma 3. Gamma 1 is greater than gamma 2 is greater than gamma 3. Okay. Yes. Next, series motor. This is for separately excited or shunt motor. Then what about the series motor? The series motor, in the sense, we know that EB is equal to Ka pi into omega, and here we can write the flux is not constant. The flux is divided into two components. So those two components are, one is the armature flux and another one is the flux due to residual magnetism. Flux due to residual. So flux due to residual magnetism is constant, but armature flux is depending on the armature current. So hence it is Kf into Ia plus pi Res. So hence we can write Eb is equal to, here we used to take Ka, Kf is equal to Kaf. Ka, Kf is equal to Kf. So hence Eb is equal to Kaf Ia omega plus, yes, let us we assume Ka into pi Res is equal to Kres. Kres into omega. Okay. And similarly, what is Ia? Torque. Torque tau is equal to Kaf into Ia square, because as Kres value is very less, so hence the, if we consider the torque equation, the torque due to residual magnetism is very low, hence it is negligible. Yes, as we discussed in the case in the second unit. Okay. So now let us we simplify the equation, that is voltage equation. Va is equal to Eb plus Ia. Yes, Eb is Kaf Ia omega plus Kres omega plus Ia. Yes, in this equation, just you common the Ia. Find out the equation for Ia from this equation. For Ia is equal to Va minus Kres into omega by Kaf into omega plus R. R, because R is, it is the combination of series field resistance and armature resistance. Series field resistance and armature resistance. So now if you substitute this in torque equation, torque tau is equal to Kaf into Ia square Va minus Kres into omega by Kaf omega plus R whole square. Yes, here when omega is equal to 0, then torque is equal to maximum, and when torque is equal to 0, then omega is also maximum. Okay. Here, what is the maximum torque equation? The maximum torque equation is KAF into VA by R whole square, because omega is equal to 0. Omega is equal to 0. Yes, here also by changing the VA value from 0 to 1, we can obtain the variable torque equation as well as variable speed. So, hence the speed torque characteristics will be like this. So, here this is KAF into gamma Vs by R whole square. Here Va is equal to gamma V. So, this is torque tau and here it is omega. The characteristics are as we drawn previously, it is also same. It is like this, it is parabolic. It is for gamma 1, gamma 2, gamma 3. So, here also gamma 1 is greater than gamma 2 is greater than gamma 3. This is how we have separately excited motor and self excited motors. These two are connected to the class A chopper or one quadrant chopper, and today we have seen the output voltage, output current waveforms, and the speed torque characteristics also. Okay, in the next class we will see what is the expression for the minimum current and maximum current in the step down chopper. That is, let us we derive the expression for Imax and I mean in a type A or class A or step down chopper. Okay, I hope all are doing good. Stay home, stay safe, don't be pandemic, don't go to the outside unnecessarily. I pray God to give good health to you and your family. Be safe. Thank you. Thank you once again.